Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K full court pressure on that noti bell as well as that sub button so you can be notified via email every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly, uploads a video or goes live on YouTube. And once again, fight fans, welcome back. Now, man, I'm gonna give y'all some time to get up in this bitch, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video live. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video on the playback, man. I told y'all I was coming back last night, and god damn it, that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. But shout out to my old and new subs, man. I appreciate everybody's support. I'm gonna just give y'all some time to get up in this mug because we got a jam-packed show. We're gonna talk about some boxing. We're gonna also talk about some basketball because I want to talk about the NBA Finals a little bit. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video. Let me go get some water, y'all. Give me one sec. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy E Thriller, man. Get them algorithms up. You understand what I'm saying? That like button goes a long way. It goes a long way. Especially on YouTube, the way that they be hating on your boy Paige. But it's all good. But yeah. Shout out to my boy Lash Puma Skills in the building. I see you, family. I see you. I appreciate you, bro. But check this out. So first things first. Let me pull this shit up. It seems as though, hold on, where is it? Hold on, y'all. Okay, so it seems as though we may be getting Canelo versus Triple G in September, maybe November, or I don't know, December, I don't know. Because apparently, let me bring this up for y'all. It looks like Al Haymon wants Canelo Alvarez to sign a fight deal. According to Michael Benson on Twitter, he said Eddie Hearn has claimed that Al Haymon's PBC would prefer to do a 3-fight deal with Fox, with Canelo starting with Caleb Plant. Hearn insisted this defeats the point of Canelo's status as a network-free agent, but said Canelo is open to a 1-fight Fox deal versus Plant. And listen, man, I totally agree with that because if you're a Canelo Alvarez, why would you leverage, your fucking status and imprint on the sport of boxing? Because he is the biggest free agent in the game. He is one of, if not the biggest stars in boxing. And to me, he is applying pressure to not only Eddie Hearn and DAZN, but to anybody that want to faces him because he gets to dictate the terms. He gets to call all of the fucking shots, and he can fight whoever the fuck he want to fight whenever he want to fight him. I mean, like him or not. So if you're Canelo Alvarez, how does this benefit you if you were to sign a 3-fight deal with Al Haymon? Now, let's just say he does that. He's going to face Caleb Plant for undisputed, which is a great thing. But outside of that, who is Al Haymon going to try to put him up against? Will it be a Charlo? Would it be a David Benavidez? I mean, do those fights even make sense for Canelo Alvarez? Now, of course, me personally, I would love him. I would love to see Canelo go up against David fucking Benavidez because I feel like that man is the fucking real life version of the Terminator because he just keeps coming and coming and coming. And I feel like he would try his absolute best to put Canelo on his back foot and to try to walk him down. Now, I don't know if that is going to work, but I would love to find out. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to Al Haymon trying to, propose that fight to a Canelo. So I'm very interested to see who in the fuck is Al Haymon going to put Canelo up against, because we all know he going to whoop Caleb Plant. I mean, let's be honest. Caleb Plant ain't been on this level before. I'm not saying that the man don't have skills. I'm not saying he can't box, but I don't know if he can take a punch. I don't think he has enough power to keep Canelo off of him, and he hasn't been in the brightest of bright lights like a Canelo Alvarez. You understand what I'm saying? And as far as Caleb Plant is concerned, I talked about this I don't know how long ago. But who in the fuck is Caleb Plant to try to tell Canelo he deserves more than a fucking Billy Joe and a goddamn Caleb Smith. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, please don't make me fart. Please. Because this man has only made in excess, and I don't even like talking about money on my channel, but sometimes you got to bring the shit up to prove a point. This man is scoffing at the notion of earning a $8 to $10 million payday, right? But in the same breath, this man's biggest payday was against Caleb Truax, in which he made, what, $700,000, $750,000? I mean, really? Really? So maybe, just maybe, it isn't Caleb Plant. Maybe, just maybe, this is Papa Earl trying to dictate and trying to monopolize the sport of boxing yet again. Because if he were to land a Canelo Alvarez for 3 fucking fights, oh my God, Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? That would be a fucking power play. That would be similar to whenever Floyd left HBO and went over to Showtime. He made Showtime and Fox the A side, right? So that would be similar to that, man. But having said all of that, I know I'm probably in a minority when it comes to this, but I'm not opposed to seeing a Canelo versus Triple G part 3, because I feel like Triple G won the first fight 7 rounds to 5. The second fight, although Canelo landed the cleaner and more effective punches, I felt like Triple G boxed beautifully. And in my honest opinion, that fight could have went either way, and I wouldn't have been opposed to a draw in the second fight more so than the first fight. Because in the first fight, I felt like Canelo, although he did land some shots, he tends to gas out, and he laid on the ropes. And Triple G, being the boxing savant that he is, controlled the fight with his jab. He landed a few power shots here and there, but for the most part, he boxed him beautifully, and he walked Canelo down the entire fight. But the second fight was entirely different. And Canelo, and I know Triple G was bitching and complaining about, oh, I wanted Mexican style, and Canelo came out and he ran the first fight. So Canelo said, you know what, I'm going to take it to him. And Canelo was pretty much dinging on Triple G. I would give him credit for that. So I'm not mad at anybody for saying that Canelo won the second fight. I'm not mad at that at all, which is why I feel like there needs to be some sort of resolution when it comes to this trilogy. So I'm not opposed to this, because I know a lot of people feel like Triple G is over the hill, and rightfully so, because Triple G ain't looked too hot in his last couple of fights. I totally agree. But one thing is for certain with Triple G, he is going to come to fight. He isn't going to back down from Canelo, and he is a fucking dog. And we all know that he has the chin and the capability to withstand anything that a Canelo throws at him. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, I'm picking Canelo to win the fight because I just feel like Canelo is in a fucking zone. Canelo is in a zone right now. Not the zone, but in a zone. No pun intended. You understand what I'm saying? But, man, I'm not going to be opposed to that. I mean, I would feel a lot better for that as a consolation prize opposed to him not going up against Caleb Plant. I do. Shout out to my boy Davey John in the chat. He said, my guy, salute, family. I appreciate you for rocking with me, bro. Lash Puma Skill said Benavidez versus Canelo is a better fight. I totally agree. That's one hell of a fight. I totally agree. But a lot of people feel like Canelo ain't going to fight Benavidez. A lot of people are saying that, but I would love to know what that 3-fight deal would consist of, because we know Caleb Plant is in the picture. One could only assume David Benavidez would be in the picture because he fights at 168. But he's already saying that, hey, he's willing to go down to 160 to challenge Jamal Charlo. And I would love to see that fight as well. So we just have to see how all this shit shakes out. But then you would have to think Jamal Charlo would possibly be in a running if a Canelo were to sign with PBC and to face Canelo. So I don't know what Al Haymon is trying to do, but I just know if I'm Canelo, I would probably keep my options open, man, because there's nothing better than having the ultimate luxury of doing what the fuck you want to do as a man, whether that's in sports or business in general. You know, being able to have that say, hey, fuck you. I'm going to do my thing anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So even though we all know Canelo wants that 4th belt, that undisputed belt, you understand what I'm saying? He wants that claim as being the first 168 pounder to become undisputed as far as a Mexican fighter is concerned. He don't have to do that shit, y'all. Canelo don't have to do that shit. His resume is already cemented. I know there's a lot of Canelo haters out there that say he dug fighters and he cherry picked. Yeah, that may be true, but let's keep it a buck. Canelo is the most active fighter in the sport. Canelo is definitely one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. And say what you want about him, the man is a fucking gym rat. I respect dudes that stay in the gym. As a matter of fact, didn't Canelo just post some shit on Twitter yesterday saying he back in the gym? Didn't that man just get married and shit like that? Ain't he fresh off of a fucking honeymoon? And this man is already back in the gym, getting ready for whoever may step in the ring with the fucking pound for pound king, in my opinion, because I got to give it to him right now, y'all. Hear me out, because Bud ain't been active. Y'all know I love me some Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is my favorite fucking boxer in the sport. But Terrence Crawford ain't got no fights lined up, goddammit. And it's not Bud's fault. We all know why. Because Bob fucking Arum, the fucking sleazeball that he is too goddamn cheap to put Bud in there with a fucking decent opponent so he can ding on him. So as of right now, I have to give the crown to Canelo Alvarez. It's just that simple, y'all. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. I'm not going to cap for Bud. Bud ain't been fighting. His last fight was against Kell Brook. We don't know who the fuck he going to fight next. And to be quite honest with you guys, I'm so sick and tired of this shit. I wish October would just hurry the fuck up so we can know what Terrence Crawford is going to do. Maybe just maybe he can become a free agent like a fucking Canelo, to where he can tell, Eddie Hearn what he want to do and who he want to fight and how much he want to make. Because Canelo is making what, 20 million per fight, no matter what? I mean, somebody drop some in the chat and let me know. But Canelo is the fucking cash cow right now. Yeah, I said it. And I know I'm going to ruffle some fucking feathers, but hey, I'm a truth teller. Canelo is the shit right now. Even though I felt like he lost to Triple G in the first fight, even though I felt like he lost a close fight to Lara, even though he got his ass washed by Floyd Money Mayweather, you understand what I'm saying? The facts are the facts. Ain't nobody doing what Canelo is doing right now, y'all. And shout out to my boy Free Game Fella in the chat. He said PBC Duck Boys. Ooh, a lot of people say that, man. A lot of people been saying it, but it seems to me, Floyd Mayweather let the cat out the bag. He basically said after that Tank fight that PBC ain't matching Tank up with nobody but fucking in-house fighters, which is horrible because let's be honest. Outside of Regis Prograis, who just signed with PBC, and who else? That's the only one I could think of off the top of my fucking head at 140 and through 130 and 135. Who the fuck is Tank go fight? Who in the fuck is Tank gonna fight? Because Teofimo is with Top Rank, right? Ryan Garcia is with DAZN, right? And Oscar, if I'm not mistaken, right? Devin Haney is with Eddie Hearn, and he's his own promoter too. But for the most part, he fights on DAZN. Oscar Valdez is with who? Top Rank. And hell, even if he wanted to dare to be great to try to get undisputed at 140, and even though I know Leonard Ellerby said that Josh Taylor offers nothing, which is bullshit, because he has all 4 straps and Tank just won a regular belt, even if he were to try to face him, Josh Taylor is with Top Rank. So I know a lot of people keep saying that Terrence Crawford is in a shitty situation because Bob can't make these fights happen with the PBC. But damn, if we look at Gervonta Tank Davis, and we say, well, shit, if we look at anybody from 130 to 140, who in the fuck is Tank going to fight if it's all in-house fighters that is credible, that is going to really legitimately challenge him in his greatness? Because nobody is saying Tank can't beat these fighters. All we saying is, well, shit, if y'all go hold Terrence Crawford to the same standard, then we got to do the same thing for Tank. And I like Tank. I fucks with Tank. Tank is probably my 3rd favorite fighter in the sport behind Bud and Canelo. You understand what I'm saying? But I just got to call a spade a spade. Tank Davis is 26, y'all. When is he going to have that coming out party? When is he going to have a Ali versus fucking Joe Frazier moment? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. But back to the chat I go. Shout out to my boy King David in the building. He said salute. Salute, my brother. I appreciate you, bro. And King David also said, nah, ain't now pound for pound king. Okay, so you disagree with me on Canelo. That's cool. That's cool. I'm giving Canelo the pound for pound, bro, based off of his resume, based off of his activity, and can't nobody deny the man's skills. I mean, are we even talking about his skills at this point? Canelo is on another fucking level right now, King David. That's all I'm saying, bro. But I feel you about Bud. But Bud ain't fighting nobody right now, bro. Who the fuck he gonna fight? Jose Cepeda, Josh Taylor, Bob Arum said Regis Prograis. We know Earl ain't up on the table. Who the fuck is Terrence Crawford gonna fight? We don't know. We don't know. Virgil Ortiz is about to face Igis Kavalauskas, so that fight is also off the table. We know he ain't about to fight Boots. High risk, low reward fight. You understand what I'm saying? But shout out to my boy Davy John in the building. I see you. He said, watch they going to have Tank fight Abner Mares or Rolly Romero. I would not be surprised at the Rolly Romero fight, bro. I won't. And we all know Tank is going to dog walk him. Tank is going to beat the shit out of him. Tank is going to send him to sleep experts, y'all. He is going to sleep experts. But I digress on that point, man. But where was I? Hold on. But yeah, man. So Al Haymon is basically trying to get the biggest star in the sport of boxing, or one of, besides AJ and besides Manny Pacquiao, on his stable. And Canelo ain't going for no fucking 3-fight deal. And I'm with him. I'm with him because why can't these same fights be made if he just continues to be independent and stay as a free agent? You understand what I'm saying? But this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat just in case somebody want to come on and rock with your boy Thriller, man. And let me see. Hold on. So if somebody want to come on and state their opinion about what I'm talking about or about something else, feel free. Click on that link, man. But anyway, yeah, I just don't see Canelo leveraging the sport of boxing just to make these fights, just to basically become undisputed with Caleb Plant. Because if anything, Caleb Plant need Canelo. Canelo don't need him. Caleb Plant is the one that ain't never made no fucking $1 million payday. Canelo make $20 million per fight, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So he ain't pressed for no fucking belt. And then it's rumors circulating that he might move up to face better beef. So that'll be so fucking gangster, in my opinion, for Canelo to move up to that 175-pound division and get a strap up there, y'all. So man, Canelo got options, man. So honestly, I'm not opposed to Triple G. I'm not opposed to a David Benavidez fight. I'm not opposed to a better beef fight. I mean, really, at this point, Canelo can really do what the fuck he want to do. He's a free agent. He calls the shots. He is definitely the A side in the sport of boxing. And until otherwise, until somebody steps up to the plate and takes his throne, he's the king right now. I mean, the facts are the facts. Whether you like him or love him, maybe you don't think he's as good as everybody say he is. That's besides the point. The point is he's the guy right now. And Caleb Plant has the perfect opportunity to knock him off. But will he take the fight? Or is it even up to him? Maybe it's up to Al Haymon. I don't fucking know. But let me shift gears and talk about a little bit of NBA because, damn, I thought the game was coming on tonight. But I think it come on tomorrow. And the Milwaukee Bucks are down 2-1 going into game 4, right? And one thing I noticed right out the bat in game 3, besides Giannis doing what Giannis always does, which is dominate inside of the paint, Drew Holiday stepped up, y'all. Drew Holiday stepped up. He showed up and showed out. He shot about 50% from 3? Because in those first 2 games, that man was abysmal. I mean, talk about not showing up. Him and Chris Middleton, I mean, my Lord. This series is going to come down to the supporting cast members on both sides. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you look at the Phoenix Suns, when they have it flowing, they got fucking Cameron Payne coming off the bench. They got Booker. They got CP. They got DeAndre Ayton, man in the paint, hitting mid-range jumpers, altering shots in the paint. You understand what I'm saying? Making it tough for Giannis to knife through the paint and do the Euro step dunks and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, hey, man, Chris Middleton, you're going to have to show up one of these games. And Chris Middleton has to be one of the most inconsistent NBA All-Stars I've ever seen, man. Because on the road, this man is a no-show. But at home, this man turns into fucking Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I mean, the dude can't miss. But in my honest opinion, what I would do if I was Coach Budenholzer, who I am not a fan of because I just feel like he do a lot of dumb shit as far as the X's and O's aspect. I would start Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 5, right? I would put PJ Tucker at the 4. I would put Chris Middleton at the 3. I will put Connaughton at the 2, and then I will put Drew Holiday at the 1. And on defense, whenever Chris Paul or Devin Booker tries to create a mismatch in the pick and roll, because that's all they want. They want to get Brook Lopez on the fucking island so they can lull him to sleep, either blow right by him or sidestep and drop draws productions. And if you don't know what that means they're shooting a jumper and it's going in. You understand what I'm saying? So if they can't get that on Brook Lopez, then their offense is nullified, because at that point, then they're going to have to try to dump it down to a DeAndre Ayton who is rolling to the basket. And that's going to be pretty hard to do if you're rotating. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm Coach Budenholzer, I'm telling Giannis, whenever Chris Paul runs that 1-5 pick and roll, I want you to switch. I want you to switch, because we all know Giannis Antetokounmpo has the length, the size, and the athleticism to keep up with a Devin Booker or a Chris Paul coming off them screens, right? So I just feel like that was the biggest thing that they did, or the biggest adjustment, rather, as far as the X's and O's. Excuse me, y'all, the other night. And I would go right back to it. And then once that falls through, I would put Portis in the lineup with a Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. But as far as Phoenix, I would just continue doing what I've been doing, running pick and rolls, trying to get a mismatch. And then as far as that, just knocking down your open shots. I just feel like a lot of guys missed a lot of open shots for Phoenix the other night, man. But yeah, those are my keys to victory for game 4. I feel like Milwaukee, man, they can definitely win this NBA Finals. And I just got to give Giannis a lot of credit, because I know I'm harsh on him. I don't have any fucking empathy or sympathy for players who can't shoot. But Giannis Antetokounmpo is showing me a lot of fucking mental toughness, because we all know this man struggles at the free throw line. We get it. We know we've seen this man shoot multiple air balls on multiple occasions, right? But that hasn't stopped this man from going to the rack and getting fouled. So I got to give him credit for that. I also have to give him credit for going 14 of 17 at the free throw line last game. I mean, that's big time for Giannis, man. That's huge for Giannis. I got to give credit where credit is due, because I know me, I offer a lot of constructive criticism, but I got to give praise when it's due as well. So shout out to Giannis. The man is damn near averaging 32 by 10 and 5 in this series. So big ups to Giannis, man. This series isn't really going to come down to him. This is all on the supporting cast. Can Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday earn their fucking paycheck? That's all I want to know. Because we know PJ Tucker is a dog. He gonna show up. You understand what I'm saying? Portis is a dog. He gonna show up. It's gonna come down to Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. They have to win the backcourt matchup with Devin Booker and the fucking Chris Paul, who is a point guard, who is my 4th favorite player in the NBA today. So don't get me wrong. I'm pulling for the Suns. I want the Suns to win. But I'm just saying the Bucks can make this an easy fucking series if they just listen to your boy E-Thriller. But shout out to my boy Davy John. He said the Suns can't afford for Devin Booker to have an off night like that again. Yeah, Devin Booker was 3 or 14, if I'm not mistaken, bro. He was horrible. I think he ain't even playing the 4th quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what was up with that, because if you coach Monty Williams, I feel like you got to let a shooter and a scorer just keep shooting. He got to shoot his way out of a slump, because I've seen guys on multiple occasions gain some confidence in a loss. We seen that in 2015 with Golden State versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, when, Golden State was getting their ass kicked in one of them fucking games. And then Steve Kerr just decided to say, hey, Iguodala's playing some pretty damn good defense on LeBron. So let's start him. Let's insert him into the lineup. You understand what I'm saying, Davey? And turns out that changed the whole fucking entire complexion of the series. And we all know what happened after that. But proper context, Kyrie was out, Kevin Love was out. So really, being wholeheartedly honest, the Golden State Warriors should have won that year. Just being totally objective. And I'm a LeBron guy, but hey, it is what it is, man. But if ain't nobody gonna click on that link, man, and come and rock with your boy E-Thriller, I'm about to check out and hop on this NBA 2K, stream that for y'all a little bit. Y'all let me know who y'all want me to play with. I think I'm gonna roll with Milwaukee tonight. I think I'm gonna roll with the Bucks tonight on the 2K, man. But I'm gonna give y'all about 30 seconds to a minute. I'm gonna drop this link one more fucking time. If anybody want to come on and talk about anything, hit your boy up. Let me know. And I'm gonna hop off. Because I ain't really shit going on in the sport of boxing, honestly. I just wanted to come on and talk about this Canelo shit for a little bit. I don't want to hold y'all for too long. But yeah, man, let me look for some more news while I'm waiting on that. Yeah, ain't really shit going on, y'all. So let me go to Twitter. Yeah, besides the Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul exhibition fight that they got coming up, ain't nothing really going on. They had a press conference today. I feel like that shit is going to be rigged for Jake Paul to win. So it ain't really much to talk about, man. So yeah, man, if y'all ain't got nothing else for your boy Thriller, I'm about to head out. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out, man. Till next time. Just like that, I'm gone. Holla.